We just got a bunch of new information on Insomniac's Spider-Man 2 for the PS5, including new gameplay details, open world exploration, and more suit information. The new power of the PS5, this game is evolving way faster than the other two games were, and that's a big statement to say given how great those two games were. First change is the amount of space you're actually able to play in. The map size has practically doubled from the first two games, giving you much more room to explore with all the new abilities and the new processing power. In that new map, they've included two iconic locations from New York, Queens and Brooklyn, and if you're a Spider-Man fan, you know how important both of those locations are. On top of the groundbreaking traversal system made in the first two games of web swinging, they've also now added in web wings. It's an entirely new mechanic built into the game, so those of you who have mastered web swinging now have a new mechanic to implement with your web swinging to make it that much more fun to traverse the city through. Also added in different locations such as Coney Island and neighborhood backdrops of Queens to kind of give you a different feel versus the cityscape that was really heavily implemented in those first two maps. They also included in Brooklyn Visions Academy, which is pretty cool. On top of that, something I talked about months ago, they've actually implemented into this game. You can now seamlessly switch between your two heroes of Miles and Peter. With the new processing power of the PS5, within seconds you can play with either characters. You could be swinging around as Peter and easily transition right into Miles. Throughout the story and open world exploration, they've added in different elements from different side missions that will find their way into the story that will naturally progress as you progress through the game. So you could just be casually progressing or web swinging or doing whatever you want on a mission, and you'll see some sort of visual cue like a random thing in the sky or a Craven Hunter drone that will now add on a new mission, making it much more organic and seamless to pick up these new side missions in the open world. They've really done a good job of making everything make sense and have it all connected in some form of a way so that it all leads to something. There's also a new way to actually view the map. You don't have to necessarily click the minimap or the Spider app on the phone. You can view it through the new advanced Spider lenses while you're traversing the city. But if you're a fan of the old school way of doing it, you're more than welcome to click the map or the app. Either way that works, but now there are more ways for you to see the missions and everything around you. One thing that I found really cool about the implementation of this is that whether it's through the Friendly Neighborhood app or any other story elements that's bringing in a mission, some missions require one of the two Spider heroes, while some can call for either of them, meaning that you're going to get an equal amount of playing time playing as both Miles and Peter throughout both the main story and the open world. Doing these missions either as Peter or Miles feed into a new progression system in the game that is district-based. Similar to Batman Arkham Knight, the game is divided up into districts of the map that offers a new progression system that you can fully explore and complete a certain district of the map piece by piece, which of course unlocks and gives you access to the fast travel system. But with the new web wings and web swinging, I doubt anybody would really be using that. I personally don't. And of course, this game went all out with the customization options. As you progress through the story, doing more side missions, friendly neighborhood missions, and all that stuff, you unlock more ways to progress and customize both of your heroes. And all of your tech abilities and gadgets have complete upgrades. And the thing you were all waiting for is you can unlock a lot more spider suits this time around. And it's not just a few suits, this is more suits than the first two games combined. This game is featuring over 65 new Spider-Man suits from all over, from the comics, the movies, and even some original Insomniac designs, which are some of my personal favorites, seeing those concept artists to really get their designs out there. On top of all of that, there's a new suit styling system that gives you over 200 different ways to outfit your favorite Spider-Man, whether it's Peter or Miles. This game looks insane, and we all knew this from the get-go. I absolutely cannot wait until this game comes out to see everything that it has to offer, because from the trailers and stills, I'm absolutely excited. Let me know what you're most excited to see in this game when it drops in October.